The final hour of your day, that quiet space before sleep, is one of the most sacred windows for healing, restoration, and peace. But for many seniors, that gentle hour becomes a trap, a time filled with hidden habits, ones that seem harmless but slowly erode your sleep, strain your heart, and steal the calm your body so deeply needs. You may not notice the damage right away. There's no pain, no noise, just subtle changes, tossing and turning, waking up tired, a racing heart at 2 a.m., a heaviness in the chest even after rest. But these aren't random. They're reflections of how you treat yourself in the final hour of each day. So today, let's walk together through 6 bedtime habits that quietly harm both your sleep and your heart. And more importantly, what to do instead to bring back comfort, deep rest, and healing. Let's begin. Habit number 1, checking the news or social media right before bed. It begins innocently enough. A few taps on your phone, a scroll through Facebook, a glance at breaking news, just something to pass the time before you close your eyes. But that harmless habit is not as harmless as it feels. In fact, it might be quietly keeping you up at night. Worse, it might be putting pressure on your heart without you realizing. The brain doesn't know it's just a screen. When you read the news or browse social media, your eyes are looking, but your nervous system is reacting. It doesn't matter that you're not directly involved in the war, the violence, the scandals, or the drama. Your brain responds as if you are. It can't tell the difference between a real-life argument and a heated Facebook comment thread, a real danger outside your door, and a fear-based headline about tomorrow's economy. What happens next? Your brain releases cortisol, a hormone meant to protect you from danger. But at bedtime, that hormone is like poison. It keeps your body on alert. Your muscles stay tense, your heart beats a little faster, and instead of moving toward calm, you're wired for stress. And for seniors, that stress is not so easy to shake off. As we grow older, our ability to bounce back from stress slows down. In your 20s, staying up late with a racing mind might lead to a groggy morning. But in your 60s, 70s, or beyond, that same stress can increase blood pressure overnight, raise nighttime heart rate, disrupt natural melatonin release, prevent your body from entering deep REM sleep, and leave you feeling exhausted, anxious, and even depressed by morning. Many older adults report waking up multiple times per night or waking up tired despite enough time in bed. The reason might be what they looked at before their head hit the pillow. Red flags to watch for. Ask yourself, do you often feel mentally busy right before bed? Do you fall asleep with your phone in hand or under your pillow? Do you check emails or breaking news while brushing your teeth? Do you wake up in the middle of the night with a tight chest or racing thoughts? These aren't just bad nights. They're signals from your brain and heart. They're saying, please let me slow down. What to do instead? Reclaim a quiet mind. You don't have to give up your phone entirely. You just need to retrain your relationship with it, especially at night. Try this. 1. Set a digital boundary. Choose a time, perhaps 1 hour before bed, when you put the phone away. Charge it across the room, not beside your pillow. Use this time for your mind to descend into rest, not more information. 2. Replace it with gentle rituals. Light a small lamp instead of overhead lights. Read something comforting, not stimulating. Listen to soft music, scripture, or nature sounds. Write down one thing you're grateful for or one thing you've let go of today. These small acts help the brain shift from consumption to peace, from stimulation to stillness. 3. If you must use your phone, use blue light filters or night mode. Avoid news apps or social media entirely. Choose calming, familiar content. Set a short timer on your screen to remind you to put it down. Think of your mind like a garden. If you plant chaos before bed, you'll harvest restlessness through the night. But if you plant peace, you'll sleep deeper, you'll wake clearer, and your heart will thank you. Tonight, ask yourself, what am I feeding my mind right before sleep? And is it helping me heal? Choose stillness. Choose quiet. Choose the sacred pause between the day's end and your body's renewal, because your heart deserves rest and your mind deserves peace. Habit number 2, eating a heavy meal or late night snack. It's late. You're watching TV or reading a book, and suddenly you feel that little tug in your stomach, a craving, a snack, just something small before bed. So you reach for a bowl of noodles or warm up leftovers or nibble on sweet biscuits with a glass of milk. It's comforting in the moment, but what feels like comfort can quietly become a burden for your body, especially your heart, once you lie down. What happens when seniors eat late at night? Your body is incredibly smart. After sunset, it naturally begins to slow down. Digestion becomes less efficient. Insulin response weakens. The heart rate should gradually fall. The body shifts toward repair, not digestion. But when you eat late, especially heavy meals, your body is forced to reverse direction. The stomach begins to churn. Blood flow is redirected to the gut. Insulin spikes to handle sugar, and the heart works harder than it should during rest. This can lead to heartburn or acid reflux, very common in seniors, disrupted sleep cycles, increased heart rate during sleep, higher risk of nighttime blood sugar spikes. And over time, it contributes to weight gain, insulin resistance, higher risk of stroke or heart attack, especially in those with existing heart conditions. Even healthy foods can be harmful. If eaten too late, it's not just about fried food or sugar. Even so called healthy choices like fruit, oatmeal, milk, or soup can interfere with your heart and sleep when eaten within 2 hours of bedtime. That's because your digestion slows with age. Food stays in the stomach longer, and your body ends up working overtime when it's supposed to be resting. Red flags to watch for. You feel heavy, bloated, or warm at night. You wake up with a sour taste in your mouth. You often wake between 1 to 3 a.m. feeling restless. Your blood pressure or heart rate is higher in the morning. You experience heartburn even if you didn't before. These signs may seem minor, but for seniors, they matter. They're your body's way of saying, let me rest, not digest. What to do instead? Create a gentle eating rhythm. 1. Set a kitchen curfew. Try to finish your last full meal at least 3 hours before bedtime. This gives your stomach time to empty so your heart and brain can fully rest. 2. If you must snack, choose wisely. Light, heart friendly options, a small handful of almonds, warm chamomile or lavender tea, a spoon of plain Greek yogurt, a few slices of banana. Avoid sugar, salt, spicy foods, and anything too rich or acidic. 3. Sit upright after eating. Never lie down immediately after a meal. Try light stretching or a short walk around the house to help digestion. The body has natural rhythms. It wakes, it works, it rests. And the hour before sleep should be the lightest part of your day, both mentally and physically. So tonight, instead of feeding a craving, feed a rhythm. Feed a practice of peace. Let your digestion finish its work before your head meets the pillow. And give your heart the night off. Because true nourishment isn't just about what you eat, it's about when you let your body be still. Habit number 3, watching TV until you fall asleep. The room is quiet, the lights are dim, and the TV glows softly in front of you. You're not really watching, just letting it play until your eyelids grow heavy. You tell yourself, it helps me fall asleep. And maybe, in the moment, it does. But the truth is, falling asleep to television might be quietly robbing your rest and placing subtle strain on your heart. Your brain listens, even when you don't. Many seniors don't realize this. Even when your eyes are closed, your brain continues to process the sounds coming from the TV, especially speech, sudden music changes, or emotional dialogue. Your nervous system stays partially alert, responding to volume changes, scene tension, commercial transitions, and unpredictable sounds, sirens, shouting, applause. This prevents you from entering deep restorative sleep stages and keeps your heart from fully slowing down. Why this hurts seniors more. As we age, our sleep becomes more fragile. We tend to wake more easily, spend less time in deep sleep, be more sensitive to noise and light, take longer to fall back asleep after waking. When you fall asleep with the TV on, your brain stays slightly activated. Your heart rate remains elevated, your breathing may stay shallow, and your body never gets the full rest it needs. That's why you may wake up feeling groggy, have morning headaches, experience faster heartbeats at night, or need more naps during the day. It's not just bad sleep, it's disrupted recovery. Red flags to watch for. You wake up feeling as tired as when you went to bed. You wake during the night and the TV is still on. You feel irritable, forgetful, or heavy in the morning. You have dreams that are chaotic, intense, or emotionally charged. You snore more loudly when sleeping near background noise. These signs often point to overstimulation during sleep, and for seniors, this weakens the body's healing systems over time. What to do instead? Create a calming pre sleep ritual. You don't have to give up your favorite shows entirely. Just create space between screen time and sleep time. One, set a TV turn-off time. Try turning off the TV at least 30 to 60 minutes before bed. Use that time to unwind in silence or soft lighting. Two, use audio alternatives if needed. Soft instrumental music, guided meditation or sleep stories, white noise or gentle nature sounds. These soothe the brain without the constant visual and narrative stimulation. Three, establish a screen free wind down routine. Dim the lights, stretch gently, sip warm herbal tea, journal or reflect on one good moment from the day. Let your brain shift from storytelling to stillness. The TV is a powerful tool. It can entertain, distract, even comfort, but it was never meant to replace true rest. So tonight, ask yourself, do I want to be entertained or do I want to be restored? Give yourself the gift of silence. Let your heartbeat slow without interruption. Let your brain finally exhale, because deep sleep doesn't come from noise, it comes from peace, and you deserve that peace every night. Habit number four, taking certain medications or supplements too late. You brush your teeth, pour a glass of water, and reach for your pills. It feels like the right time, right before bed, when the day is done. But for many seniors, taking certain medications or supplements too late can quietly interfere with both your sleep and your heart rhythm. Some medications are meant to help you relax, but others, they stimulate. They disrupt. They demand energy when your body is trying to slow down. And when taken too close to bedtime, they may do more harm than help. The hidden risks of late night medication. As we age, our bodies metabolize substances more slowly. That means whatever we take, whether it's a pill, vitamin, or herbal remedy, tends to stay in our system longer. This can lead to nighttime heart palpitations, frequent urination disrupting sleep, sudden blood pressure drops or spikes, restless legs or muscle twitching, increased risk of falls during nighttime bathroom trips, or even vivid dreams or anxiety. And often, the root isn't the medication itself, but when it's taken. Common medications that may interfere with sleep or heart function at night: diuretics, water pills, cause frequent urination, leading to broken sleep, can result in dehydration and nighttime leg cramps, often better taken in the morning or early afternoon. Thyroid medications can stimulate the nervous system and raise heart rate, best taken early in the day on an empty stomach. Certain vitamins, B12, D, or ginseng-based supplements, can be energizing rather than calming, may keep the brain too alert for sleep. Steroids like prednisone may trigger restlessness, mood swings, and insomnia. Should be taken earlier in the day unless directed otherwise. Blood pressure medications, beta blockers, ACE inhibitors. Some types may lower pressure too much overnight, can increase risk of dizziness, falls, or poor circulation. Important, always follow your doctor's instructions, but don't be afraid to ask, is this the best time of day for me to take this? What you can do instead: create a medication timing review. One, review your medication schedule with your doctor or pharmacist. Ask specifically, which of these could affect my sleep or heart rate at night? Should I shift any of these to the morning or midday? Two, keep a sleep and medication journal. Track what time you take each pill or supplement, how well you sleep that night, any side effects you notice: racing heart, leg cramps, bathroom trips. This helps you spot patterns and make better decisions. Number three, if you take sleep aids, use with caution. Over the counter sleep medications can cause grogginess, confusion, or falls in older adults. Use only under guidance. Natural methods like magnesium, warm tea, or breathing techniques may be safer. Sometimes it's not what we take, but when we take it, that determines whether it helps or harms. So tonight, before you reach for that bottle, ask yourself, is this helping my heart slow down or asking it to stay alert? Revisit your routine, talk to your doctor, and give your body the chance to rest without resistance. Because healing isn't just about medicine, it's about alignment with rhythm, with rest, and with wisdom. Habit number five, arguing or overthinking before bed. The room is quiet, but your mind is not. You lie in bed, eyes open, replaying something someone said: a disagreement, a regret, a what if that won't stop spinning. Or maybe you're not upset, just overwhelmed, worried about your health, your family, the world, your future. This quiet mental storm, so common, so human, may be one of the most harmful habits for your sleep, and more importantly, your heart. Why mental stress at night hurts seniors the most. When you argue, whether out loud or silently in your head, your body responds the same way. Your heart rate rises, your blood vessels tighten, cortisol, the stress hormone, surges, blood pressure spikes, sleep hormones like melatonin are suppressed. Even if you don't feel outwardly anxious, your nervous system is in fight or flight mode, the opposite of the calm needed for restful sleep. And if you're over 60, your heart doesn't recover from that nighttime tension as quickly as it once did. Over time, this creates insomnia, night sweats, restless sleep, weakened immune system, and in some cases, an increased risk of heart arrhythmia or even stroke. Signs you may be overthinking before bed. You feel tense or emotional as you lie down. You replay conversations from earlier in the day. You worry about things you can't control. Your breathing feels shallow or uneven. You wake up in the middle of the night with your mind still racing. You're not alone, but you do have a choice. You can give your brain and heart the signal. It's time to release. It's time to rest. What to do instead? Invite peace into your mind. 1. Practice a gentle mental reset before bed. Sit on the edge of your bed, close your eyes, and whisper softly to yourself, "The day is over. Nothing more needs to be solved tonight." This alone can begin to calm your nervous system. 2. Write it down, then let it go. Keep a small notebook by your bed. If your mind is full, write your thoughts down, worries, to dos, feelings. Tell yourself, "I've placed it here. It will wait for me tomorrow." 3. Avoid heavy conversations late in the day. Save difficult discussions for daytime, not the hour before sleep. If needed, respond with, "Let's talk about this in the morning when we're both rested." Use the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 grounding method. When the mind spins, name 5 things you can see, 4 things you can touch, 3 things you hear, 2 things you smell, 1 thing you're grateful for. This pulls the mind into the present moment gently. You've carried enough today. You don't need to carry it into your dreams. So tonight, don't argue with the past. Don't wrestle with the unknown. Just breathe. Just be. And give your mind the same grace you've given to others. Because rest doesn't just come from a quiet room, it comes from a quiet soul. And that begins with letting go. Habit number 6, ignoring chest discomfort, palpitations, or shortness of breath. You lie down to sleep and feel it, a tightness, a flutter, a strange weight in your chest, or maybe just a sense that something feels off. But you wait. You tell yourself it's just gas or anxiety or something you ate. You turn on your side and try to push it away because you don't want to worry anyone, because you felt it before and it went away. But here's the truth, gently said, when your body whispers, especially at night, you must listen. Why these symptoms are too serious to ignore. For seniors, nighttime is when the heart is most vulnerable. Lying flat changes blood flow. Heart rate and blood pressure fluctuate, and many heart-related conditions, including heart attacks, are more likely to occur at night or in the early morning hours. Symptoms like a sudden fluttering or pounding in your chest, an irregular or skipping heartbeat, unexplained shortness of breath when lying down, chest pressure that doesn't go away after a few minutes, cold sweat, lightheadedness, or a sense of dread are not to be brushed aside. They are not a normal part of aging. They are signals, and in some cases, warnings. Why seniors tend to stay silent. Many older adults hesitate to act because they don't want to cause a fuss. They fear going to the ER for nothing. They've experienced these feelings before and got through it. They worry they're being overly sensitive, but being cautious is not weakness. It's wisdom. Especially if you live alone, these symptoms deserve attention, not avoidance. What could be happening? Ignoring these signs might mean missing early warnings of atrial fibrillation, AFib, can lead to stroke. Congestive heart failure often shows up at night. Silent heart attack, more common in seniors, especially women. Pulmonary issues, including fluid buildup in the lungs. These conditions may be manageable or even reversible if caught early. What you can do instead: be your own first responder. 1. Trust your body, even if it feels subtle. If something feels different, write it down. Rate your discomfort from 1 to 10. Don't wait until morning if it worsens or lasts more than 15 to 20 minutes. 2. Keep a blood pressure and heart rate log. Measure before bed and upon waking. Note any irregularities or rapid changes. Bring this record to your next doctor visit. 3. Sleep with support. If you experience shortness of breath lying flat, try sleeping with your head slightly elevated. Avoid heavy meals, alcohol, or stress before bed. 4. Have a plan ready. Keep emergency numbers and medications nearby. Let a family member or neighbor know if you're feeling unwell at night. Never hesitate to call for help. It's always better to be safe. You have lived through so much. You've learned to endure. But wisdom is not in suffering quietly, it's in responding early, gently, bravely. Your heart is not just a muscle, it is the keeper of your life, the memory of your joys, the rhythm of your years. So if it speaks, even softly, listen, because a few minutes of awareness can give you years more to love, to laugh, and to live fully. The last hour of your day is sacred. It's not just when the world quiets down, it's when your body begins to repair, your heart begins to slow, and your soul prepares for rest. But too often, we unknowingly carry stress, screens, snacks, or silence into the night. Not the comforting kind, but the kind that stirs the mind and strains the heart. These 6 habits may seem small: scrolling through news or arguments, eating late, letting the TV lull you to sleep, taking stimulating medications too late, wrestling with thoughts or emotions, ignoring the body's warnings. But over time, they add up. They chip away at your rest, they weigh on your heart, and they slowly steal the restoration your body deeply needs. But here's the good news: you can begin again tonight. You can choose gentler habits. You can give your body what it's asking for: stillness, rhythm, warmth, safety, and the simple grace of being cared for before sleep. Because true health after 60 doesn't come from doing more, it comes from doing less, but with more wisdom. Tonight, let this be your new ritual. Dim the lights, put down the phone, make peace with your thoughts. Listen to your heart, not just physically, but emotionally, and say to yourself gently, you've done enough for today. It's time to rest, because the way you end your day is how your body begins to heal. If this video brought you peace or clarity, please like the video to support this gentle message, share it with someone who deserves better sleep tonight, and subscribe to True Senior Wisdom for more healing advice, senior health tips, and quiet strength for the later chapters of life. You are not alone. You are not too late. You are still in the story. And tonight, you get to rest wisely.